telling you this is because perimeter and area is one section where you can really score big marks in the exam because it's really a nice section. As long as you get your formula down, okay, as long as you can substitute in your answers, all right, or your the figures, and you got your calculator, you're okay. So what I did is I worked out when I was a student, okay, some little friends for myself. Now, forgive me, my drawing skills are not great, okay? I also cannot remember how many feet an ant has and how many body parts, and forgive me for that too. Here we go. So for perimeter, the friend I have to introduce you to here, his name is Peter. Okay, Peter the ant. All right. Okay. It is not a caterpillar. Who's telling me he's a caterpillar? Guys, he's an ant. My goodness, my drawing's not that bad. All right. So, Peter the ant, thank you. Thank you for welcoming Peter to our class. Thank you so much. Okay. Peter the ant. All right. So, this is Peter the ant. Why am I talking about Peter the ant? All right. When I'm doing perimeter, I always need to remind myself, perimeter, outside, perimeter, outside, perimeter, outside. But my goodness, the word perimeter is such a long word. So all I think about for myself is I say, okay, I say to myself that, all right, if I had to have a swimming pool. So here's my swimming pool, right? Here is my beautiful body of water inside of my swimming pool. And I'm going to go draw Peter the ant as a little dot as a start. Okay. So Peter the ant, all right, needs to get from one side of the swimming pool to the other side. Now, Peter is an ant, guys. What happens, and I know you've all done it, we were all little kids once, what happens when you put water onto an ant or you drop an ant into water, or what happens to an ant, guys, with water? Can an ant swim? No, they drown. Thank you. They die. Someone says he swims. No, guys, ants don't swim. I'm really sorry to tell you. It's a very sad story, but they will drown. Okay, exactly. So if this ant had to go inside, all right, the ant would drown. Okay, so the ant would drown if he had to go inside. So Peter, perimeter, Peter, perimeter, Peter, perimeter, Peter, perimeter, Peter, perimeter. You're going to remember that in your exam. You're going to be like, what was that annoying teacher who taught us about perimeter in grade 9? Oh, yeah. Miss Christie, Peter perimeter, Peter perimeter, Peter perimeter, Peter perimeter, okay? Peter the ant would need to walk all the way around the outside to get to the other side of the swimming pool. Peter perimeter, Peter perimeter, Peter perimeter, Peter perimeter, okay? I want you guys to not forget Peter perimeter, Peter perimeter, Peter perimeter. Peter the ant, if Peter had to go inside, he would drown. Peter perimeter, Peter perimeter. Okay, why Peter? Because Peter rhymes with perimeter, begins with a P, 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 P. Okay, all right. Hoping that that's going to help you guys when you in your exams. All right, take a deep breath. Okay, breathe, calm down, and think Peter perimeter, Peter perimeter, outside. Right. For tonight's lesson, we're going to start off, guys, by making ourselves a really nice summary table. Now, if you weren't in grade 9, if you were in like grade 7, maybe grade 8 even, okay, I would go all the way back to the beginning and I would explain what is a square, what is a rhombus, what is a rectangle. We're not doing that tonight. You know your shapes, all right? You're in grade 9. You're in grade 9. You're getting ready to go to high school. We are not going through all the different shapes, all right? What we are going to do, okay, is we are going to make a table together. So you'll see my table's got 3 columns, all right? But what you can do is you guys can add a 4th column there and you can go put area in at a later stage. The only reason why I haven't put area in there tonight is because we're not doing area tonight, we're doing perimeter. But if it was me and this was my table and I was studying for exams, I would go and I would put another column in and I would add area there as well. All right, so we're going to have name, we're going to have the 2D shape, and we're going to have perimeter. All right. Now, when we're looking at this table, okay, we are going to, where are we going to put this table? So where are we going to put this drawing? Nice to try get it all on one page, okay? because you need to take this drawing, this piece of paper, and you need to stick it maybe on your wall where you wake up in the morning so you see it first thing. You need to put it like above the mirror where you brush your teeth, behind the toilet door, somewhere where you're going to see it all the time so you can learn these formulas off by heart. So we're starting off with the parallelogram. Okay. Why are we doing all of these kind of shapes tonight and not every single shape we've ever learned? These are the popular types of shapes that you'll sometimes get in different types of broken down shapes, guys. So we're doing just a selection of shapes. Let's have a look. Starting here with the parallelogram, you guys have learned quite a bit about the parallelogram in grade 9 this year so far. So let's look at the parallelogram. In a parallelogram, all right, we've got what we call the base on the bottom, okay? And then this slanted side, all right, we call the height. Now, some teachers still call it the length, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with calling it the length, okay? I'm going to call it the height. Some people call it the slant height. That's also okay. Whatever you want to call it, that's fine. For today's lesson, I'm going to have it as the height here. So, to calculate my perimeter, okay, perimeter is on the outside. Peter, perimeter, Peter, perimeter, Peter, perimeter, outside, okay? This is also a base, and this is a height. How do I know that? Because the opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal, hey? Okay, so either, all right, either I can go and say, if I'm looking at Peter being over here, I can say base plus height plus base plus height. So that's one way that I can say it. Okay, I can either say that, base plus height plus base plus height. All right, and guys, there's nothing wrong with saying that, okay? Some teachers will also say, oh, you shouldn't write it like that. That's how you wrote it when you're in primary school. You'll still get your mark, okay? You'll still get your mark, all right? Or, okay, so or you can write 2 bases plus 2 heights, okay? All right. Okay, or you can say 2 base plus height in a bracket. Either one of those, okay, either one of those, you'll get your mark for. So either base plus height plus base plus height, or 2 bases plus 2 heights, or 2 base plus height. Okay. All right. Somebody is asking, where do we get the 2 from? So if we look at it, if we look at that, we've got base, height, base, height. There's 2 bases and there's 2 heights. Okay. All right. So let's move down. Don't stress if you haven't got it all together perfectly. All right. What we will do at the end is I will make sure that I show you the whole table and you can take a screenshot. Right, next shape we're looking at is the square. Guys, you've been doing the square since you were probably, I don't know, grade 1, you did the square. You learned about the square. And the perimeter of the square, probably you learned the formula when you were in grade 6 or grade 7. All right, but for the square perimeter, you can either say it's equal to side plus side plus side plus side, so 4 sides. Or you can say 4 sides. Either way, same thing, exactly the same. Exactly the same. Okay. All right. Next, we have the rectangle. Again, the rectangle, also one you guys have been doing for ages. So in the rectangle, we know that the opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. The bottom side, I'm going to call the length, and I'm going to call this the breadth, but you could switch it around. You could call it the breadth and the length. You could, instead of saying breadth, you could say width also, same. Okay? So the perimeter is going to be equal to length plus breadth plus length plus breadth. Well done, Abu, or Abu's already too fast for me. Okay, in the chat, he's too fast for me. I've got 2 lengths plus 2 breadths. My goodness, Miss Simone, the grade 9s are on fire in this class. They too quick. All right. Or we can say 2 open brackets, length plus breadth. All right. Okay, Rayleigh's asking, can the square and the rectangles have the same formula? So they could. If in the square you called it length and breadth, then yeah, sure. I know some teachers don't like to use sides. They like to use length and breadth, and that's fine. So instead of in the square calling it side, side, and side, you can say length and breadth. Mamelo saying, ma'am, can I ask why it's length instead of base? So Mamelo, you're more than welcome to call it the base and the length. That's fine as well. Whatever you want to call it, it's the same. All right, guys, moving on. My next shape is the rhombus. Sometimes I call the rhombus the bullied square because that rhombus, what do we know? All the sides are the same. So I've got side, 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 side again. Some teachers call this different things. Like they go and they call it like a height and a length and a breadth, all sorts of weird stuff. All right, but actually the perimeter is going to be equal to, again, side plus side plus side plus side, or 4 sides. Or you could say length times breadth. I'm sorry, length plus breadth plus length plus breadth. Or you could say 2 lengths plus 2 breadths. Same thing. Same thing. All right. Seen some real effort go into these drawings. Well done, guys. I'm seeing rulers out. I love it. Just love it. Okay, a reminder about this table. You can add another column in there where you can say area. Even if when you're doing area, teacher Kat doesn't get to do a table similar to this with you, you can still go and you can put in the formulas for area for yourself, which means then you've then done all the studying that you need to do for this section, and you just need to go then and practice, 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 practice. Okay. All right. So we're looking at the triangle next. In a triangle, there are 3 sides. This is side 1, this is side 2, and this is side 3. So to get the perimeter, I say side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3. All right. Somebody's saying they're up for A plus B plus C. Absolutely. You can also say A plus B plus C. I'm happy for you to say that if you like to work with letters. That's also perfectly fine.
Miss Kirsty?
Miss Simone?
There are a few people in the chat who are confused about where you got the 45. Can I please ask you to rewrite your S?
Sure. Why would I have written a 45? Guys, I don't know if I can make it look more like an S, Miss Simone. There we go. Does that look better?
I think so, but if not, you guys now know it's not 45, it is 4S.
Thanks, Miss Simone. I think some people aren't listening very well. All right, guys, it is not 45, it is 4S. All right. And the last shape I want to look at tonight is the circle. Now, we're not going to do any examples of circles tonight, and the reason why is because Miss Kat is going to spend a whole lesson doing circumference of circles with you guys, okay? But because I wanted to make sure that your table is really nice and complete and it looks good, all right, I wanted to make sure that we've got the circle formula in there for you, okay? So we won't spend a lot of time going through circles tonight. Miss Simone is going to, not Miss Simone, sorry, Miss Kat is going to go through a whole section on that with you. But here it is for your table so that you've got it there when you put it up on your wall, that it's all together, all right? So when we're looking at a circle, there's two lines here that are important. The first line goes from the one edge through the center to the other edge, and that is the diameter. And the other line that is important goes from the center to the edge, and that's what's known as the radius. So those are the two lines that are important. All right. Again, the circumference is going to be equal to either you can say pi times by the diameter. Okay, so if they're giving you the diameter, pi times by the diameter. All right. Or you can say circumference equals, all right, pi times by 2 radii. Why 2 radii? Because 2 of the radii make up one of the diameter. All right. So again, we're not going to spend a lot of time on circles tonight. Miss Kat will go through that with you guys in a whole lesson. All right. But that is the formula for you so that you can put it onto your wall. Right, let us make this so that it is all in one. Right, guys, there we go. There is an opportunity for you to take a screenshot of my beautiful table. They are not 5s, they are S's. All right, there are no numbers on our drawing at all. Okay, Tandoetu, yes, absolutely. The perimeter for a circle is called a circumference. All right, we call the perimeter of a circle the circumference. All right. I'm going to give you 10 more seconds to take a screenshot there. All right, guys. So now that we've got all those basic formulas down, let's go and let's put them into practice. So calculate the perimeter of the following. All right. Here we have 4 drawings for you. I want you guys to go and give that a try yourself. All right. I am going to give you 4 minutes. Okay, so 4 drawings there, 4 minutes to go and try and do as many of those as you can in 4 minutes. All right, so 4 drawings, try and do as many as you can in 4 minutes. Off you go. All right, even if you get it wrong, it is okay because, all right, once you get it wrong once, you won't get it wrong again. So it's really important that you give it a try, please. All right. Okay, I'm going to ask that you don't put your answers in the chat yet because we want to give everybody an opportunity. All right, so we want to give everybody an opportunity. Okay, and so Miss Kat, you know what I'm going to do? I mean, not Miss Kat, sorry, Miss Simone, apologies. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to change the chat so that just for now, while they're busy working out, that it only sends their answers to you and I. Let's see how that goes. All right, just while everybody's working out. Guys, you are calculating the perimeter. Okay, you have 3 more minutes left. You're calculating the perimeter. All right. If you're sending any messages through on the chat, those are going straight through to Miss Simone and I at the moment. So thank you for sending us your answers. Well done. All right, you have 2 more minutes left. Two more minutes. Probably about a minute and a half. All right, 1 more minute left. Okay, guys, that's 4 minutes. Yo, goes so quickly. All right, that is your 4 minutes done. Okay, let's have a look. So, who is looking to help me out here? Right, I'm going to do the first one with you guys, okay? And then I'm going to ask for help. All right, so let's go have a look. So, if I'm wanting to do number 3.1.1, okay, 3.1.1, 3.1.1 was a rectangle. So I go to my table that we drew, okay? I go to my table that we drew and I go say, perimeter equals, and I'm going to use this formula, 2, open brackets, length plus breadth. It's really important that you write the formula out because you're going to get a mark. So you're going to say 2, open brackets, the length is equal to 10, comma 5, and the breadth is equal to 6. So when I put that on my calculator, 10, comma 5 plus 6 gives me 16, comma 5. 16, comma 5 times by 2 gives me 33 centimeters. All right. So I'm going to show you where your marks would be, guys. So you would get a mark, an accuracy mark for your formula. So that's where you would get marks. You would get an accuracy mark for your formula. You would get what we call a method mark for substituting into your formula. and you would get one final mark for your answer. All right. Samuel, your working out was different, but you got the same answer? Absolutely, because remember we saw that there were three different methods that you could use, or three different formulas that you could use. So of course, if you do have different formula there, your working out will be slightly different, but you will get a different answer. Ma'am, do we multiply? No, we don't multiply. Remember, we've got Peter the ant, and Peter the ant is on the outside. Okay. All right. So 3.1.2. 3.1.2. I'm looking for somebody to help me out. Paris has had their hand up the whole time. So Paris, I'm hoping you are helping me out with 3.1.2. Hi, Paris.
Hi, ma'am.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, Paris, give me the formula that you used first. Perimeter equals what?
Perimeter equals, which I used perimeter equals 2 bracket base plus height.
Base plus height. Awesome. Well done. Okay, cool. Let's carry on.
And then I said 2 bracket 11 plus 9.
Good. Well done. And then when you put that in your calculator?
It equals 240.
Well done. 40, and we must make sure we write center
Centimeters.
Okay. Awesome.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you so much. Thank you for your help, Paris.
It's okay.
Okay, so Paris is absolutely right. 1 mark for the formula, 1 method mark for the substitution, 1 mark for the answer, guys. 3.1.3. All right, 3.1.3. Anyone who's willing to help me out with 3.1.3? All right, I'm going to do it for us very quickly then. So I've got perimeter equals 4 sides, so 4 S's. So perimeter equals 4 times by 28, okay? And 4 times by 28 is going to give me, who can help me out here, 108? Am I right? 4 times by 8? No, I'm not right. Apologies. Okay, apologies. What does it give me? 112. Thank you so much, guys. It gives me 112 millimeters. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 marks again. And 3.1.4, I had my bullied square, shame, 4 sides, 4 times by 18, and 4 times by 18 gives me what, guys? What was 4 times 18? It gives me 72 meters. So 1, 2, 3. Right, somebody is asking me a question. Apologies, it was so far ago. Ma'am, wasn't the link for 3.1.27? Let's go see. So 3.1.2. So let's go have a look at 3.1.2. Be careful that I don't trick you. So if we go in here, we're looking at Peter the ant. Be careful with Peter the ant. Peter the ant wants to go on the outside. So on the outside, I've got 9 plus 11 plus 9 plus 11. Why is that 7 there? Why is the 7 there, guys? The 7 is there to trick you. The 7 is there to trick you. It's for the area. Exactly. The 7 is there to trick you. It's for the area. Well done. Okay. All right. Well done. Now, somebody said to me, ma'am, what happens if we leave off the centimeters? What happens if we don't put the units in? Well, then, guys, what will happen is from 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, and 3.4, if you left them off of all those questions, or if you left them off of just one question, your teacher will say -1 for units. Okay, so they will subtract 1 mark for not putting in the units. Okay, so it's very important that you remember to put the units in because you don't want to lose silly marks. And that's a silly mark to lose for the units. All right, so make sure that you put in your units in each time. Okay. All right, let's go do some more practice. So my next question, I've got 3 triangles. In 2.1.2, it looks like there's a side missing, but there isn't. It's a challenge for you. It's a challenge for you. I want you to go give it a try. All right. 3 triangles. So there's 3 questions there. I'm giving you 3 minutes to go try those out. Okay. 3 minutes to go try those out. Okay, I'm seeing some people saying, oh no, ma'am, I'm gonna get them wrong. Don't say that. Go try first. Go and try first. Okay, 3 minutes to go try them out. While you're trying them out, I see I've got some people with their hands up. I'm just gonna answer those questions. So, Nosisa?
Evening, ma'am.
Evening, how are you?
I'm good, ma'am, and you?
I'm good, thank you. How can I help you?
Ma'am, I have like a small tip for the other grade 9s. My teacher told me that if we want to find the perimeter of any shape, especially which we just learned, we could use side plus side plus side plus side, like 4 times.
Exactly. You're amazing. Yep, exactly.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't actually have to use like a proper formula. If you're confused, you can just go and add up all the sides. Well done.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for the tip, Nosisa. Am I saying your name correctly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. I love that name. I think it's a beautiful name. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right. I've got T. T, do you have a question for me? T, do you want to unmute and ask your question? Hi, T.
Ma'am,
Yes, how can I help?
ma'am, when we are doing perimeter, don't we have to square our answer?
So when we're doing perimeter, the answer isn't squared. The reason why the answer would be squared is when we're doing area. Why would it be squared when we're doing area, T? Because we're multiplying 1 centimeter by more centimeters, and so then you'll have centimeters squared. That's for area. Okay, so for perimeter, we don't have centimeters squared. It's just normal centimeters. Does it make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you,
so much. No problem. All right, and then Paris, you've still got your hand up. I'm not sure if that's because you forgot it up from earlier, but let's see. Hi, Paris.
I just wanted
What's
to
up?
answer like the question.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
All right,
and
I'll come back to you. Yeah.
I'm also like kind of confused on 2.1.2.
I know it's tricky here. Yo, I gave a challenge.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
All right, so Paris, stay with me because our 3 minutes is up. So let's have a look. Go through 2.1.1 with me. What do I need to do for 2.1.1, Paris?
You have to add like all of the sides together.
Good. So I'm going to say perimeter equals. Oh, I'm working in red. I don't like working in red pen. Hold on. This is an awful color. Hold up. All right, let's go back to purple. Okay, perimeter equals side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3. Right, talk to me. 9 plus?
9 plus 15 plus 12.
Good. And what do you get?
36.
36. And is it centimeters or meters? What is it?
I forgot, Joe. I think it's centimeters.
Me too. Let's go see. It is centimeters. You're right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Now, Paris, stay with me because we're going to do the next one. I'm just going to mute you, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Cool. All right, guys. So for the next one, let's have a look at the next one. All right, so loads of people are like, ma'am, what is going on with this next one? Ma'am, 2.1.2, ma'am. All right, exactly. You use Pythagoras, guys. Well done. 2.1.2. Let's go see. 2.1.2, what should have given it away is the fact that we got this. There's a right angle. Don't forget, you know, as teachers, we like throwing more than one thing in the middle, hey? Okay, so look at that. It's Pythagoras. So I'm going to go draw a drawing of it quickly here. All right, I got this triangle. Here he is. Oop. Here's the triangle. Okay, sorry about my rough drawing. I told you guys, not an artist. Okay, I can do math, so that's fine. All right, so there's my drawing. 12 and 13. Right, 12 and 13, and I think it was centimeters. Someone confirm for me in the chat. Who can tell me? Was it centimeters? Was it meters? What was it? Meters. Okay, cool, meters. All right, so the first thing I know to calculate the perimeter, I'm missing this side. So I need to go say, okay, that to get that side, that I'm going to say 13, whoopsie, 13 squared equals 12 squared plus that missing side, and I'm going to call that side x for now, x squared, and for my reason, I'm going to write Pythag, because remember, we're still doing geometry. And what is geometry? She's a sob sister, so she's always going to ask you, why? Why is that true? Why? It's true because of Pythag. All right. So 13 squared, what's 13 squared, everybody? Come on, who knows their square numbers off by heart? What's 13 squared? 169, good. 169. 12 squared, what's 12 squared? What's 12 squared? 144. I'm missing my x squared. I take 144 across. 169 minus 144 equals x squared. 25 equals x squared. Therefore, x will equal 5 meters. All right, so there's my first part. Now I'm going to go say perimeter is equal to side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3. So 12 plus 13 plus 5, and that gives me 30 meters. All right, this one is big marks. Let's see. So 1 mark for knowing that it was Pythag. All right. 1 mark for calculating the 5. 1 mark for formula, 1 mark for substituting, 1 mark for answer. Guys, a 5 marker. Oh, yeah. Okay, so, oh, my goodness. What is going on here? All right, so this one is worth 5 marks. 5 marker question. 5 marker question. All right, 5 marker. Right, last question. Last question we've got. Okay, last question. We've got another triangle there. We need to add up all the sides. So I'm going to go do it on this page for you guys. So I've got perimeter equals side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3. I'm going to have 6 plus 4 comma 5 plus 7 comma 5. And who can give me the answer? Guys, what's the answer going to be? 18 millimeters. Well done. 18 millimeters. Awesome. Okay, well done. All right. Okay, I did tell you earlier on, Miss Cat is going to be doing circles with you in a whole other lesson, guys. So you'll see that I do have circle questions here for you. But remember I said to you, we're not going to do circles today because Miss Cat is going to come back and teach you all about circles in a whole separate lesson. So I'm going to skip those ones for today. And we're going to look at different types of questions. And these are the 2 that we're going to look at over here. So I want you guys to look at those questions. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to have a look at those 2 questions for me. And then we're going to go through them. So 2 minutes to have a look at those 2 questions for me. And then we're going to go through them. Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to go take out these ones so I have some space here. All right, 2 minutes to look at those two questions for me. And then we're going to go through them. All right, have a look. 2 minutes. You got this. You got this. You got this. All right, you got this. We're doing the perimeter. Yes, we are doing the perimeter. All perimeter today, grade 9s. All perimeter. Okay, all perimeter today. All right, no negativity. All perimeter. Okay, all right. Let's go and have a look at what we are up to. So, all right. We've got the shape. We've got Peter the ants. So let's go draw Peter the ant here. Peter the ant is over here. Perimeter equals. Peter's going to cross from there to there. 20 plus. Then he's going to cross from there to there. Oh my goodness, we've hit our first hurdle. Why have we hit a hurdle? Because we're missing the side. Okay, we're missing the side, which means we need to work out how much that's going to be. All right. Well, we know that the length of this side on the other side is equal from there to there. The total length equals 15. All right. We know that from there to there is equal to 7. So if the whole thing equals 15 and that part equals 7, it must mean that this is equal to 8. Well done. So we've got 8 plus. Then Peter's going to walk from that point to that point. So 9. Then he's going to walk from that point to that point. So 7. Then, oh my goodness, we hit another hurdle. Okay. We know that the total from that edge over there to this edge over here on total is 20. How do we know that? Because it's on the bottom. So if the total is 20 and from there to there is 9, that means that this must be left with 11. So 11 plus, and our final measurements is from that point to that point, and it's 15. All right, go add it up for me. Go add it up for me. Make sure you've got all of the figures in, all right? And you get 70 meters. Well done, guys. Well done. Okay, well done. All right, last one. Last one together. Last one. All right, Paris wants to help me out here. Paris, are you ready? Paris, are you helping me out? Okay, while we're waiting for Paris, let's go. So we're going from this point to this point. And when we cross down that side, okay, it gives us 28 plus. From this point to this point, from there to there, gives us 12 plus. From this point to this point, that gives us 5 plus. From that point to this point, oh no, we were missing a side. That side is missing, okay? No need to panic. Do we know what it is? Yes, we do. Where are we going to go get it from? All right, we're going to go get it from, well, what's on the opposite side? 6,3 meters. So 6,3 plus. From this point to this point, it's 7 plus, oh dear, I'm running out of space, plus from this point to that point, it's 6,3 plus, now we hit another hurdle because we're missing that line there. Well, altogether, we know that this whole line is equal to 28. How do we know that's equal to 28? Because on the bottom, it's 28. From this point to this point, it's 5. From this point to this point, it's 7. So what are we going to do? We're going to say 28 minus 5 gives us 23. Minus 7 gives us 16. Plus, so this one was 16. Okay. Plus, and my last side that I'm missing is this side over here. And do we know what that side is? Yes, we do. It's the same as the other side. It's 12. So from this point to that point, it's 12. Right, add those up for me, guys. Add it up. What do we get? Add it up, add it up. I need to have at least 3 people tell me the answer. Add it up with your calculators, please. In the chat, add it up, add it up. All right, I've got 1 person telling me an answer, 2 people, 3, good, well done. 92,6 meters. Okay, grade 9. So that takes us to the end of our lesson for this evening. If you have any questions, you are more than welcome to stay and I will answer some questions for you guys. Otherwise, thank you so much. Before you leave, do not go anywhere. Apologies. Thank you, Miss Simone. Do not go anywhere before you leave. Miss Simone has put the poll up for you guys. Everyone will answer the poll. Every single person. There's 153 of you in this class. Can you believe it, Miss Simone? Every single grade 9 will answer the poll to make sure we've got an answer, please, before you leave the class. All right. Some people are asking me, Miss, can we go up and take some screenshots? Of course we can. I'm going to go up to the table for you first because I'm sure that's the screenshot that you want. Okay, so let's go up there first and I'm going to do that so you can take a screenshot. And in the meantime, I'm going to answer questions. So I've got Kubo. Kubo, do you have a question for me?
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, and how are you, ma'am?
I'm okay, thank you. How can I help you?
So, ma'am, I'm asking about the last question, ma'am, the 16 centimeters. How is it not 5 centimeters, ma'am? Because like opposite sides.
Let's go see. Let's go see. Let's go see. Okay, so this one down here, hey? All right, so let's go
Yes,
see.
ma'am.
Okay. Do you agree with me that the whole line needs to equal 28, hey?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you happy? Because it needs to be the same as that line. So this little bit of the line is 5. This little bit of the line is 7. So if we take 28 and we minus 5, it gives us 23. And we minus 7, it'll leave us with 16. So even though sometimes it looks like they're the same, in maths, they're not always the same. The drawings can sometimes not be drawn to scale.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Does it make sense? The
Yes,
drawing
ma'am.
can sometimes be like sneaky like that. All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Kubo, for your question.